And good evening, everybody. Guess what? We are live again from Utsjoki for another night of beautiful northern lights. I hope that you can hear me. If so, please let me know. You might also be hearing the wind tonight. Good evening, everybody. Bonsoir, les francophones. Nous sommes en direct d'Utsjoki. We are live from Utsjoki tonight again. And we are in a slightly different setup, but more about that a little bit later. But it's awesome. And I just hope that it will work as I want it to work. But I guess we will find out together. We are watching the northern lights here. The sky was clouded a few minutes ago, and it suddenly got pretty clear just at the same time as the aurora were showing up. Corina, the temperature is about -5, I think. And good evening, Lisbeth from Denmark. Bonsoir, Isabelle. And Christian, good evening to you. Thank you, Macaulay, for confirming that you can hear me. And Anne. And Kalpana, good night or morning to you, depending how you want to see it. Will, good evening. So, everybody's here. We have some green. If you would like to share and like the post or video where you're seeing this, it would be really helpful. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer. And the temperature is about -5. Ludger was asking as well. It's not very cold, but it's super, well, not super windy, but windy enough to make it feel a lot colder. But hey, I have a special setup tonight, actually, guys and ladies and gentlemen. And, well, I don't know how to show you. Let me try a spin, maybe. I am actually standing in the middle of the river tonight. And as you can see, we have the cottages over there and the restaurant of Aurora Holidays. And my setup is here on the ice. So a little bit different setup tonight. And you can see, actually, I will try to point it, the lights over there are the Utsjoki bridge in the distance about 8 kilometers from here, and here on the right you can see already the northern lights are also getting brighter there. And now we are back looking in the northern direction. So I wanted something a little bit different to show you guys. Don't worry, I know a lot of people are already probably wondering if it's safe, and yes, it is absolutely safe. The ice is very thick, and they have even been snowmobiling here on the ice. And no, Phil, I'm actually being very careful not to be in Norway. And I'm noticing that something went sideways with the colors when I did my little spin. Well, that's odd. So I have no idea what happened with the image. The logo is still in color, but somehow something went wrong with the rest of the image. And I'm trying to solve it by plugging in and out the cables, so bear with me. And there we are. The colors are back. something is not right tonight. So let me try another cable. That's the joys of being live, guys. If you bear with me, looks like we are about to have some really good lights. So just give me another try. Are the colors back? Well, that's even weirder now. So let's do it this way. And goedenavond Hilsje. We have the colors back. Apologies for this. We have some really nice green here. And the wind is, or you can probably hear the wind, and it's blowing exactly in the direction of the river. So bear with me for that as well. I'm having one cable too many here. Ooh, frigid. Well, the wind really picked up. So now I will spin and hopefully we don't lose the image. So you can see that we have a double band. We have the bright one on the right and the bigger band starting on the left. And now we are looking across the northern horizon all the way to the east, and you can see how far the aurora is extending. You can see the second band is still faint, but it is clearly visible to the naked eye. So the Northern Lights forecast has been really good for the whole week, and we can only hope that it's going to deliver tonight again. And will I have spikes under the tripod? No. Pads. I do have pads, but somehow I've never used them. I just like to put the spikes all the way down in the earth, in the ice. And to be honest, there is maybe only, I don't know, 10, 15 centimeters of snow tonight on the river, so it's not that difficult. Good evening, Christine. It's starting to look nicer and nicer. We see some nice movement here on the left. Ooh. It is chilly. And Liz asks, Liz is asking why do some views of the live aurora look greener than mine? I'm sorry about the nose, guys. The wind is really blowing very hard and it's making my nose running. I like to show you the Northern Lights as real as they are, or as close to reality. And I am using the almost maximum desaturation setting on the camera. And well, your screen is obviously brighter than the reality because we are here in pitch dark night in the middle of a frozen river in the middle of nowhere. But this is a real deal. Like if you look at the colors and then look at the sky, I can see almost the same in the sky. And I think a lot of other cameras are picking a lot more colors than reality, but that's really not the business that I'm into. I really like to show you things how they really are. And yeah, I think the camera can go to -30 in saturation. and I'm using -25. So I can show you what it would be actually just for a second with the setting on 0. So that's probably what you're used to from other streams, with a setting on 0 with the saturation. But as I said, this is really not what I like to do. So back to normal, real colors. So I hope this explanation is satisfying for you. And we are getting more and more action. So that makes me really happy. And let's take a little spin across the sky. You can see the double bend now getting more and more visible. And to come back to the colors story, of course, when we take pictures with very long exposures, then we capture even more colors. And in the same way as with the video, I try also to desaturate my pictures quite a lot. And that's good morning in Australia. And we are also live on Space Video's YouTube channel. So good evening, everybody over there as well. And nice to have you here. We are in Utsjoki, in the far north of Finnish Lapland, as you can see on the map, as far north as you can go in Finland. And usually we are on the shore of the Teno River, which is the border river between Finland and Norway. And today we are not on the shore of the river, we are on the river. a few meters away from the Norwegian border, but of course safely and legally on the Finnish side. And the hills that you can see on the image here are on the Norwegian side. The wind is blowing. I hope you get a nice sunrise in Australia. Bonsoir Olivier. So hopefully we get some bigger lights tonight. To be honest, I didn't really check any aurora forecast. It's green. And what else do we need? Just be outside, watch the stars, watch the lights, have a good time together. And I'm trying to keep my back to the wind. So that it doesn't come like crazy in the microphone. So, good evening, everybody. I hope I'm in focus. Today I don't have my second monitor. That's what was causing the color problem before. We have some beautiful northern lights behind us. And it's growing stronger, so I hope we have a even better show later. So I'm in the, well, not middle of the river, let's say between 1/3 and the middle. Let's say the Norwegian border is just a few meters that way. And Norway is behind me, and the Aurora Holidays cottages are in front of me. And now I can see that the sky is almost completely clear. I can see one cloud over there. And the wind is blowing like crazy. So yeah, welcome on the stream and enjoy this. If you have been there many times, thank you for the support. I really love to read all the comments and to answer the questions. I think we have a really lovely community here. It's a real pity that we can't welcome guests. So we are trying to share the beauty of Utsjoki with the rest of the world. If you like this, please share it. It really helps us a lot. And hopefully we can resume the trips next season. But of course, we will continue streaming as well for those who still can't travel. But yeah, please share, like, comment, invite your friends, have a good time with us. And we still have about 5-6 weeks of Aurora season ahead of us. So we will make the best of it. And now I will focus back on the stars. I can see that we are reaching the zenith now with the lights. So enjoy the show. Now we can do another spin through the sky. As you can see, it's extending much further than before. It did become a little bit fainter, but it's often like that as well. And we are here so far north, we can expect anything. The sky is indeed really beautiful, Lisa. And if you look closely, if you have a good enough screen as well, or big enough, the Milky Way is right in the center of the frame. So let me know if you see the Milky Way. Bonsoir Florence, j'espère que ça va chez vous. And I don't know if it's going to work with my finger, but the Milky Way is going like that. So maybe it helps you to see it. And we have a stripe coming straight up here. And hey, we have the Big Dipper as well. So you can see that it's getting more and more interesting. Now it's really going from east to west. A few clouds, as I can see. I hope they are going the other way. Thank you so much, Christine. I'm really happy that you enjoy this live coverage of the Northern Lights. and it may look easy, but believe me, I mean, you saw also before, everything is fine, and then suddenly the image gets black and white and you're in the middle of the river. It's -5 and probably -15 with the wind chill. And of course, dragging all the stuff all the way here was not the easiest. But I absolutely really love sharing this with all of you guys. So thank you for all the support. It keeps us going, and it keeps me going, and I will try to find some other special locations around here in Utsjoki. And now I can see that the green band is getting even higher over there, and soon it looks like it will be also above the cottages. Well, it kind of already is actually. You can see it's very faint, but we have a band going here, and you can see the Aurora Holidays cottages and the restaurants over there. So nice. Few small clouds as well, but hopefully they don't disturb us too much. And now let's look back in the northeastern direction. Thank you, John. Let me think, when did we start those streams? I think somewhere in the course of November. So it's been now 4 months that we've been streaming quite regularly. Of course, well, in February I was away. And now we have another 5 or 6 weeks left of Aurora season. But don't worry, guys, there is so much to do the whole year that we will find stuff to stream also in the spring and summer. So don't leave us at the end of the Aurora season. We will continue showing us the beauty of Utsjoki live the whole year round. And now look, this green is getting really, really bright. So I'm starting to be hopeful that something bigger might happen. And if not, actually, let's pause for a second on this view. This might not be moving like crazy and showing all sorts of pinks and purples, but this is really bright, and this we can see almost most of the nights in Utsjoki. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit less bright, but this is almost, I don't like to use the word guaranteed, but this happens on a very, very regular basis. What we saw yesterday and the day before is quite regular too, but doesn't happen every single week. But this is lighting up a big part of the northern sky, and it's just amazing to look at. I can show you the whole band. So we are looking here. You can see it starting quite a bit further away over there. And imagine you step out of your cottage. This is exactly the view that you have. And this, ladies and gentlemen, these are the Northern Lights. And Randy is suggesting to use a laser pointer. I would not want to be near the sensor of my camera with a laser pointer, because that's how you destroy the sensor. Well, of course it has to be pointed to the sensor, but an accident is too quick to happen in these conditions. And look, it's starting to move. And of course, I'm also taking still photos at the same time. It looks really nice here on the left. There's even a bit of purple coming up in the photos. I don't think it's really visible on the stream. And Caroline, yes, in theory I'm also on YouTube. And if people want to watch on YouTube with a little bit higher resolution, you can find me there. And every follow and like and subscription is highly, highly appreciated on YouTube as well. Especially since I'm going to start putting up more and more videos over there now that I have more time. So please also follow me on YouTube indeed. And Teja, you're very, very welcome. Yes, Carrie. Steve is next on my list. But there is a little challenge with Steve is the network connection over there is not ideal for a live stream. But I have some ideas. Maybe if I climb high enough on top of a fell to catch enough network bars so that the live stream would work. So to be continued. And hopefully on a less windy night if I'm going to stand on top of a fell. So it's a slow development of the Northern Lights. So it looks like we are having some movement again. And actually, we are having an extra little bend rising here. Some clouds coming up over there, and now we have a second really brighter bend all the way to the east, and soon going above the cottages. And it's starting to move really nicely. Nice. So, what do we have here? Well, of course, the clouds come just at this time, but hey, what can we do? We have some really strong corona developing on top of us. And going all around the sky. So you can see we are right above the cottages. And we have the bridge over there, as I showed you before, and we have more northern lights here. Nice. And we are again in this moment when it's difficult to decide what to show, but I think that I have a good idea. Look at this. This is so nice. And as you can see, we are looking towards the cottages. The cottages of Aurora Holidays. If you are interested, check out the link in the bottom left of the image. Just imagine stepping out of your cottage and this is what you would see. Wow, so nice. Now the bright light in the horizon is the Utsjoki bridge, the Sami bridge. And it's building up, building up. I think we might get some faster movement. Wow, isn't it nice? Okay, it's starting to worry me that nothing is moving here on the image. Let me check if it's... Oh, it's okay. It's just a very static aurora and very bright at the same time. Well, there has been many lights, many nights with lights when I was away, yeah? And there is the Aurora Holidays YouTube channel for 24 hours per day viewing of the sky. But of course, sometimes it missed the lights because they were behind. And yes, the doctor, I have been taking stills of this view as well. So probably to be seen as the thumbnail of this video later on. We've been live now for over an hour. It's 9:40 p.m. local time here in Finland. And let me show you the other side of the sky, which is pretty spectacular too. So time for an aurora selfie. Yeah, nice. So I need to spin, and I need to try to do it in a direction that the cables don't make another round on the tripod leg. And you can see, look at this. The Aurora Holidays cottages and the Northern Lights right on top of them. And if you've been dreaming to see the Northern Lights, I can highly recommend a trip here. First of all, this is almost as far north as you can go in Finland, so you really maximize your chances. And second of all, well, just look at this. How cozy is that? And with the Northern Lights just right on top and in front of your cottage, you just need to step out, and this is the view that you will get. So if you're interested in a trip next season, take a look at Aurora Holidays website. It's at the bottom left of the image. And it's actually getting, whoa, crazy bright now over there. This is amazing. Whew. We are having a really good band now extending over the southern part of the sky. And what a good idea it was to come to the middle of the river. Hi Denise, nice to see you again. Oh, it looks like it's moving even more. and the band is extending all the way to here. Hey, do you see Mars? Mars is on the picture, just under the Pleiades. So this is Mars and this is the Pleiades. What a nice night this is. And now on the left of the image you can see Orion's belt. And actually the whole constellation. Now we are getting some stronger action in the here. Whoa. That's nice. Now the whole landscape is turning properly green. Whoa! Amazing! Woo! Me like. I hope you see this, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real deal again. It's everywhere. Look, 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 look. Nice. Woo. The sky is alive. Nice. And for some weird reason it's also snowing again, as you can see. So snowing, northern lights, everything at the same time. Wow! That's just special. Wow! It's almost spooky here in the middle of the river. I can't see any stars anymore. The snow, I can feel the snow falling on my face. And it's very misty, foggy, and at the same time the aurora. Very, very eerie feeling here. Wow. And it's lasting forever tonight. Woo! I mean, you can see the horizon, that it's kind of foggy or misty or I don't know what, and yet we can see the northern lights. It's very strange feelings, you guys. Well, luckily I know the way back home. Wow. Oh, these shapes are amazing. Whoa. Hi, Stelios. I think you best send a YouTube link for someone who doesn't have Facebook. And it's youtube.com/REZ photography, all attached. I'm not able to see all the comments. I have actually the laptop almost closed because it's snowing here. And I don't think the laptop will really enjoy the snow inside the components. So yeah, I will read most of the comments later. Very strange weather. Now it looks like I can see a lot more stars again. And you can see with that car coming in the distance how much moisture there is in the air. What a night again. I think we need a little spin. Still snowing, as you can see. It's coming straight from the west, northwest. Nice. Well, it's not stopping tonight. I really thought that it was it with the snow coming down and the clouds covered almost the whole sky, but it looks like we can still enjoy the show in the only part of the sky that is not cloudy, so yay to us. And do you remember I showed you the Pleiades and Mars before? Can you still spot them on the center left side of the image? And there's a few people asking where we are, so time to show the map again. We are in Utsjoki, in the far north of Finnish Lapland. We are just at the border with Norway. You can see on the right side of the image, those hills are already in Norway. And tonight I'm standing on the border river between the two countries. Now the camera is pointing in the almost in the axis of the river. So on the right side you have Norway, and on the left side you have Finland. And of course, I am standing on the Finnish side of the river. And Phil, I agree, the rippling edges are really amazing. I love seeing this. Well, it looks like our friends, the clouds, are now really taking over. And it is snowing a lot more. But I can still see the lights. Oh, I need to turn that way. We still have the northern lights here in the sky. So let's see how long we can stay live in these conditions. Well, let me try to take a look at the precipitation radar to see if this is a big snow cloud or not. Because I don't think that the laptop should really stay so much in the snow. Well, guys, I think that I have to stop this live stream for now. I'm sorry about that. It's snowing really heavily, so I have to say good night, everybody. And make sure to check youtube.com/Aurora Holidays to see if something is going to happen later on. I'm sorry, I have to quit. It's snowing really heavily. Everything is covered in snow and it's not going to be good for the next live streams. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for everything and see you later live again. Bye, everybody.